So I was at the same park yesterday around this time. I unfortunately never made it out of the car. I was planning on recording my third video, but I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and she gave me some advice that, although it was very well intended, it just made me doubt myself. It made me question what I was doing. I got in my head, and it just totally threw me to the point that I, I, I just couldn't record yesterday. But I went home, I did some soul searching, I did some writing, I did a meditation, and I'm back here today because this is about me showing up. And yeah, I'm not quitting. My my video, my second video the other day that went up last Friday actually has only gotten 26 views. Now, I know I talked about this in the last video, and I've done some research, and some people have told me, and I've seen some videos that, yeah, YouTube is a steady, you have to keep going. And yeah, I wasn't expecting to blow up on my second video. That's not even the point. But it's just, yeah, seeing 26 views in about almost a week, it's discouraging. It throws you a bit. But I said I'm going to keep going. That was the point of this. I promised in the last video that I was going to do at minimum a video a week. So that's why I showed up yesterday. And although I got in my head a bit and wasn't able to record, I said no, I can still do it today. I got out of work, came straight to the park, and again, it's like the universe is almost pushing me, like, to see if I will show up for myself, because I got here and I had written some notes at work, and I forgot my notebook at work. I went to write some notes now, and before starting, I didn't even have a pen in my bag that worked. I had a Sharpie that died out on me halfway through. So yeah, so I'm mostly winging it here. And that's fine. That's what all my other videos have been. And I don't want to be, all scripted or anything like that. I want these conversations to come from the heart. But, sometimes we get a little scatterbrained and some notes help. But again, I don't have those today. So let's just go from there. But as I was saying, yeah, my video didn't do too good. But I've realized that that's not what this page was ever about. I'm not here to get 100 views, 1,000 views, or 100,000 views. I'm happy with the small amount of followers I have. I would love to have more for sure. I would love to know that my message is resonating a bit more. But those things will come. Right now, this is about me showing up for myself. Me proving to myself that I'm going to keep going no matter what. I've I've given up on so many things in life. I've always had this bad habit of, like, um I have that artist mindset that I've seen memes about and stuff, joking about that. Yeah, that we start a million projects but never finish one. And I am the epitome of that. I am chock full of ideas. And all my life I've had great ideas. I've been a part of some cool things too, but I have a problem with follow through. And this is my big challenge to that, to myself, to go beyond myself, to go beyond the expectations that I know a lot of people have, that I'm just going to give up because it's the track record. I want to prove to everybody, but more importantly, I want to prove it to myself that I am going to follow through, that I can follow through, that I can change my life. And that's what this page, I want it to be. I had an idea the other day as I was sitting on the beach last weekend, and I was really thinking of, what my third video was going to consist of and all that. And I started thinking a lot, like, I'm not happy with the name on the page. As I mentioned in an earlier video, I use the name Agent 7 because it's a name that I use as an artist, and it's got a lot of meaning for me, and I want to keep that. But the kind of branding that I had for this page just never really worked for me. So I started thinking of, what's the main thing this page has been about? And I kept going back to things that I said and things in my head. And although I've said a lot, showing up has been my main focus, I think. And it's been something that I've said a lot, and it's something that I'm trying to prove to myself. So yeah, I I came up with the idea, and by the time this video goes up, you'll see that rebranding. And what it's going to be, it's going to, from now on, I'm changing the name to just show up with Agent 7. I'm keeping the name Agent 7, and I will go into a video on that soon as to why I use that name so much, and who is Agent 7. I mean, it's me, but what the name really means. And yeah, I think people will dig that. But yeah, for now, I'm changing the name on the page, and you'll see that by the time this video goes up. It's going to be just show up with Agent 7, because that's what I want this page to be. I want this page to be about me showing up, me finding myself again, my journey. I'm 51 years old, as I've said before. I have more life behind me than I have in front of me, and I've wasted so much of it, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I want this page to be, a lot more than just a diary anymore for me. I I mean, yeah, this page has been kind of a diary till now, but I want it to be so much more than that. I want it to be a reminder to myself, and to anyone watching, that no matter your age, your struggles, you just have to show up in life. That's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I hope, that if anybody takes anything from these conversations and from these videos, it's that: show up. Because incredible things happen when you do. Again, yeah, my numbers haven't been great. I haven't you know, seen it in that per se, but in these going on 2 weeks now that I've decided to do this, and I've decided to put myself out there, and I've decided to show up for myself a bit more. I, I see it. I see it in the way I'm thinking and the way I'm even talking to people. I'm being more open. I'm texting friends back with things that I would have second thought before about saying. I've liked certain posts of people, or I've commented even on things that I've seen online that I would normally just get in my head and be like, should I write that? Oh, should I like that? Oh, what's this person going to think? Are they going to think too much into this or not? I'm letting that go. I'm trying to be my authentic self as much as humanly possible. And it's not easy. It's hard showing up for yourself. And I hope I can be an example to anybody that, yeah, even at my age, it's never too late. It's never too late to just show up for yourself, and start making a change in your life. So yeah, that's my goal. And I have some plans going down the line with this page. I hope people will find it. I hope the few followers that I have, and the few that are watching my video, will stick around. I have some interesting ideas on what I want to do. And yeah, I hope people join me for that journey. It's it's gonna be I know it's gonna be something good for me, at least. And I hope, again, that anybody watching gets something out of it. That's all I can ask. So yeah, I'm not quitting. On the contrary, I'm doubling down. I I promised that I would make at least one video a week, and I'm going to continue with that promise. I hope to be able to make more. Ideally, it'd be great if I can do at least two. But for now, I'm pushing myself to one a week. I am dragging myself if I have to one a week. And that plan is for it to be on Fridays. Hopefully, I'll be dropping some other things during the week, probably some shorts. I even have an idea for a different page that's going to be a lot lighter, talking about more fun stuff that I enjoy and stuff like that. I'll get more into that once I'm ready to do that. But yeah, this has opened me up to like so many ideas and so many things that I want to do that I I can't quit. I can't. And I can't let outside voices get in my head either. Again, I appreciate advice and I hope to keep getting it. But I know I need to do this on my own too. I know this is something that if I'm going to make the change, it has to come from me. So I'm going to continue to show up. And I thank you guys for showing up, even if it's just a few. I think I have 12 followers right now. And I am so grateful for those 12 people that have decided to follow me, to follow my story. So yeah, thanks. Thanks for showing up today with me. And I promise I'm going to keep showing up for myself, for you guys, for my future. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again soon.